Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Muse Jester. My name is Junior. Today what we're going to do is take a look at the stuff that I've gotten from eBay. This is purchases that I made in the last week. Um, and they're all Star Wars 3.75 vintage related. The first thing I've got is this AT-AP. This was pretty hard for me to get since I started on October 10. Because it's got a lot of parts. But I'm trying to cut down on my expenses because I think I pretty much said I spent over 8,000 in the last upload. I think I've actually spent over 10,000 right now, and in the last month and a half. So I've got to stop pulling back. Anyway, I've gotten pretty much everything that I wanted from 3.75, specifically the vehicles. So I'm starting to pull back, not as much. I think I've got like 4 pieces in the last week or two. The AT-AP is a unique vehicle. It's actually pretty big. I have one of these 3.75 here. So this is currently standing at almost 10 inches high. This is from the Clone Wars era, and it's a unique look, so I'm kind of interested in it. The problem that I've seen on reviews are the legs over here are static. There's no joint here and there's no joint here, so it's really meant to be in this position only. And then you have this one, which is okay, static here. This is the only point of movement here. So yeah, this is kind of a weird, and I knew it was going to be weird. Okay, there's a movement here too, but this is useless because you can't really twist this. Yeah, so because this is the only movement here, then you're kind of stuck to leveling it up to this one. And yeah, this is, but I knew what's going on even before I got it. But it's just a weirdly cool looking design that I want to get it. Now with my vehicles now, most of it, I want it to be $30 or below $30 if I can, maybe 35 with tax. So this one, I got this one for $32, and I wanted to make sure I got these 2 parts because these 2 parts are fairly complex in their design. So I knew I was gonna, if I were to fabricate it, it's gonna be a hard one because molding and casting this would be really hard. All these planes, and then this window. The window shouldn't be a problem, but the planes are going to be a problem. So I need to get one thing that has this part. Now it has the gun here. I thought this was actually complete because, you know, I don't know exactly what was going on. And then it has this part. So I was looking for this part, this part, this part, and the turret. And this one I didn't even know was in there. But when I looked at the listing, he said it was incomplete. And I said, what's incomplete? It looks complete to me. I didn't realize there's a long, big gun that goes about this far that connects to this one, which I am missing. So I'm on a hunt again for another AT-AP. Now, usually for a vehicle, I'm willing to pay more than the usual $30 for this kind of size. The TIE fighters, I usually pay $30 as well. If I'm willing to go over my my limit if I can find one that's complete. That way, if it's complete, I can just mold and cast the missing part. Meaning that this part right here that I'm missing right now, I need a copy of it. So in order to make I need an original of it to make a copy. But look, a lot of complicated designs in here. There's no weathering, there's no paint, and I'm okay with that because I'm pretty sure I can weather it up to my satisfaction. But really nice details. So again, I got this for $32. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I just wish I could have gotten the barrel too. So I'm gonna have to find another one. This is a really good sized vehicle too. You know, for $32. But yeah, that's the first one, the ATAP. The next one that I got was this. This is the First Order Deluxe figurine set, the Knights of Ren. Now hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just realized I have these two parts here. Now this one is bent. This is for the ATAP. This is bent. This is for the missile over here. And I was looking. It's like, wait, what's the second part? The second part completes it. Oh my God! I've got a complete ATAP. Holy moly! That's not even shown in the picture of the listing. This is amazing. Let me double check, sorry. Yeah. In the listing, he has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pictures, and not one of them actually showed this one, which completes it. Oh my God. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you to, who is this guy? 954.edprint for adding this in. Very happy. Okay. Whoa. That was pretty cool. An ATAP, a complete ATAP for $32. Actually, it was $20, and then he charged $11 for the shipping, but I don't mind now. Okay, so now let's look at this one, the figurine set. Now, let me open this up, okay? All right, I got it open. Okay, so oh my God, what is going on? I got it open, but it's kind of locked into the plastic. Okay, so forgive me for the noise, but I just want to get through this really quickly. I don't want figures or figurines. I don't want static figures in my collection. I want real figures. So why did I buy this one? How much did I buy this for anyway? So this was $22. So that it's kind of close enough in scale. So, but I do want something like this. I want one of these for my collection. So that's one of the figures I'm hunting for. Now, I don't want static figures in my collection. I want toys. So why did I buy these figures? Alright, so I just ripped it apart. Why did I buy these figures if I don't want figurines? I want actual toys. Well, I bought it, and they're actually pretty crappy. Look at that. There's not even any kind of detail to this paint job. The only thing is it's got a detail on the actual sculpt. So why did I buy them? Well, I bought them because it's got certain things that I can use and cut off, and I can put that in an actual body. So the trick now is to $22, and I only bought them for the freaking helmets, because the helmets are unique to the Knights of Ren. We don't have any Knights of Ren. There's absolutely no articulation to these guys at all. So I'm kind of interested in cutting off certain parts of this and putting it on figures like this, and just have to make my Knights of Ren, because we only have one Knight of Ren, right? I think this guy. I'm not entirely sure. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut off the head, maybe cut off this part, and definitely this part, and figure out or find TVC figures that are cheap, because I'm cheap, that has the robes, and make my own Knights of Ren. Now this is in the future, because that's a lot of work. a lot of research and a lot of waiting, because I'm not gonna pay 20 bucks on a TVC figure if I'm just gonna cut it up and customize it, right? So it's got to be something cheap. So yeah, that's my plan for this. This at the moment they're small. They're smaller than the TVC. You can see that, right? And this is one of the older TVCs, so it's actually smaller. Now I've noticed some TVCs actually 4 inches instead of 3.75. Yeah, so these guys are actually 3.5 inches off the base. I'm not counting the base. 3.5 inches. So yeah, but that's it. I just wanted the Knights of Ren. I thought they were kind of cool. We don't have enough TVC from the sequels. Yeah, the sequels. So yeah, it should be an easy job. Just cut it off, hollow it out. At least for the helmet. The helmets are the easy part. It's this parts that's gonna be hard. Maybe I can cut this off and just start hollowing it out. A lot of work. And then the hands would be easy enough. Just cut it off and just drill holes through it. Yeah, make my own figures. But I have to do it that way. Right, so that's it. Knights of Ren, $22 just for the helmets. Yeah, that's the way I am sometimes. Next one. Alright, so the next one was really, really hard for me to do or to make a decision on, because for the vehicles, for the semi-hard vehicles like the TIE Fighter, my limit is $30, because I know in the past I've gotten $30, so I figured it's only worth $30 to get a complete TIE Fighter. For the Darth Vader TIE Fighter, same thing. For the TIE Bomber, my limit is around 45 to 50, which is around the same size. So I assume the TIE Interceptor would be around the same price range, right? So you guys saw me, or if not, I have a video that actually where I bought the older TIE Fighter, or TIE Interceptor, and I got it for $15. Now I got that after I gotten this, the TIE Interceptor, and it's not even the version that's updated. This still has, this is a weird thing anyway, right? Like, there's no hinge on this canopy. You open it up and it still contains the old interior, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I wouldn't be so disappointed if I'd paid a good price for it, but after a month and a half of looking for stuff on eBay, and after spending so much money on eBay, like $10,000 worth, I could not find a TIE Interceptor in the price range of $50 to $60. I've done research. I have seen TIE Interceptors on the sold listing sell for $40 to $50 with an extra vehicle. Rare, but I did see it. So it seems to average at around $60, $70. So after weeks and weeks of looking and hunting, I could not find one, and I had to increase my limit on the TIE Interceptor. Yes, this is complete. So I had to increase my limit on the TIE Interceptor. I'm just gonna show the wing here. As you can see, it's actually bent. This plastic is actually thinner. It seems thinner than the original. Anyway, I had to increase my limit on the TIE Interceptor. Yeah, plastic is thinner. And I paid $76 in this one, which I just went ahead and did it because after all this time waiting for it, and it seemed like I couldn't find anything, that I just went ahead and put the bill. It's actually not $76. I actually paid $58 for this one, but the guy charged almost $20 for shipping. So, but you know, what can you do? I had to get a TIE Interceptor, any kind of representation of the TIE Interceptor. And this was the one I got. You know, I wish, at least I wish I could have gotten the one with the modified canopy, the newer canopy. But yeah, and then this one I'll just warm it up with hot water to straighten it out. And then a few days later, I saw that listing for that old TIE Interceptor for $15. Yeah, it's incomplete. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have the battery compartment. But for $15, that was an instant buy for me. And guess what? I just bought an X-Wing. I just want to bid for an X-Wing. Oh, no, X-Wing. A TIE Fighter that had the same old canopy as this one. That even has this. I don't know if it still has the battery and stuff. But it's the same old design. And I got it for $18. I was the only one that bid on it. So I'm going to take the canopy of that and replace this one. And I'll have a pretty good looking TIE Fighter. I mean, TIE Interceptor. So that's for 15 and 18, $33. See? So it's possible. All right. So the last thing I got, which is crazy. So I was really getting into this kick of the V-19 Starfighter, and like I said, my limit for these are $30 or so. Now the V-9 Starfighter that I got, which I thought was complete. As an example. This is a complete V-19 Starfighter, but the ones that I've gotten so far, which is around $30 or so, did not have the missiles and did not have these, which I didn't know it came with. So I thought for $30, since I didn't really care about the missiles, I thought and this one didn't exist, I thought I was getting a pretty good price, because what mattered to me is the 3 rings and the canopy. If I can get that V-19 for $30 for that, I thought it was a steal, because V-19 Starfighter, a complete one with the missiles, not knowing this existed, was around $70, and I'm like, $70 for a Z-19, and this is a beautiful vehicle, by the way, as only one Kenobi can attest to. Yeah, so this one, so the first one I bought was $30, so I said that's my limit. So I won 2 more that did not have the missiles, and these for $31, $32. So I'm pretty happy. And then I discovered that these existed, and I'm like, what the heck? So like I said, I'm willing to get out of the price range of my comfort zone and go a little bit higher if I can get a complete copy of the vehicle, which I did. This one I paid $58, $54, so significantly higher than what I wanted to, but now I had a copy of these 2 thrusters and the missiles, which I can then mold and cast and replicate. I'm sorry, I know I've been talking about that for over a month and a half now, and I haven't done it, but I have to hold off on that because I need some materials, and I've spent so much money on this. So this molding and casting is a project, or fixing these vehicles is going to be a project that's going to take me months, if not years, to do, and painting them up, which I'm happy to do anyway. So yeah, so I now have 4 V-19s, and one of the other limitations I have is to buy at least 5 copies of each vehicle that I have. I don't know why I was stuck with 5, but that's it. Anyway, so I had 4 copies of the V-19 Starfighter with only 1 complete, but that's fine. I can mold and cast, right? So I was thinking, okay, I need 1 more V-19 Starfighter. So looking. After I'd paid for that one, 2 days later, again, 1 or 2 days later, this listing comes up. Boy, this guy, the seller, is an excellent seller. He's very, very communicative. His name is Sugi Glider. Anyway, and he's very communicative. He tells you it's and it's very fast and it's very prompt and everything. But anyway, this guy puts up 3 V-19 starfighters as a lot, and they're only $90. I only needed one. I was like, and this thing was such a freaking good price. 3 V-19 starfighters for $30. And I mean, I would have jumped at that if it was incomplete because I already had, but they were all complete, guys. They're all complete. And look at how this guy packed it in. Like, he was like meticulously. I'm pulling this out of the box. So right now I'm just showing it to you unassembled. I already showed you one that's assembled anyway. Maybe I'll assemble one in the camera. But there's the canopy, second canopy, third canopy. Oh, I'm like out of my range. Anyway, all right, so we'll try to assemble at least one of them. Now, what do I mean by complete? Well, okay, now we know that it needs thrusters, which there they are. Thrusters. There's another tail wing. And then we need 6 missiles, which I believe these are. But when I say complete, I mean pilots complete. Yes, it came with pilots. Holy crap, for $30 each, a complete V-19 set. I'm not sure if this is the original pilots. Who cares? They're pilots. Yeah, fully articulated too. A complete V-19 set, which I was lucky to get for $56. Yes, I was lucky to get $56 for the other one, because those are usually going out of the box like maybe 65 to 70. In box, I think you have to pay like $120 for it. But to get 3 of them for $90, that's amazing, amazing. Now, I don't really mind if it's got scuffs or whatever. The only thing that matters to me is the fact that it's complete. If it's scuffed up, as long as it's not damaged physically, I can just paint. I mean, I plan on painting these up anyway and everything. But holy crap, did I luck out? Did I luck out? Now, I mean, like, look, now I'm like, I only need 5. I only need 1. I only need 1. And he's offering 3. And like, for the briefest moment, I thought, can I talk to him and ask him to separate it? Because I don't know, he must have posted it in the last few hours when I saw it, and I just got to be the lucky one to see it. For the briefest of moment, that question occurred to me to contact the seller and ask him, and then all of a sudden I realized, are you freaking crazy, Junior? Like, this listing can go in a minute. Anybody else that sees it, and the weird thing is, I believe when I saw it, there was already 3 watchers looking at it. And I'm like, click and buy. No questions whatsoever. Click and buy. By the way, this was $90 for 3 complete V-19 starfighters with free shipping. That's the thing, though. Even though you see a very cheap price for the buy it now, always look at the shipping, because some of these guys, man, I'm telling you, they'll say like, oh, $30 for a V-19 or $20 for a complete V-19 starfighter, but then your shipping is like $60. Come on, man. Why are you doing that? Do I have that backwards? No, I got it right. Like, why are you doing that? I mean, like, that's almost like cheating, you know? But anyway, so far I've caught myself to not click on those buy it now things. But yeah, if eBay had a feature of blocking um, sellers, those would be the sellers I'd block, because I know why they're doing it and they have the right to do it, but I just don't like it. It feels like a very um, clickbaity thing, like a bait, you know. I love I love the V-19 Starfighter. It's all complete too. Yeah, so God, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe nobody beat me to it. Like, there was people watching it. What were they thinking of? They were probably thinking, man, do I really need 3 V-19 Starfighters? And the only thing that come up to me after thinking that is like, who cares? It's like $30 for a complete V-19 Starfighter. I'll deal with that problem of having way too much Starfighters. And what am I gonna do now with the other 4? Oh no, what am I gonna do now with the other 2? I only need 5. So I'm probably gonna sell it off to my brother once I complete it. Cause he's my dumping ground. But oh my God, this is complete Starfighters. So I've been kind of really lucky um, with my expenses. I spent a lot of money. When you spend $10,000 in a month and a half on a hobby, you gotta put your brakes on. You gotta put your brakes on because you're spending way too much money, Junior. I'm talking to myself, but I mean it applies to anybody else anyway. But even though, here's the thing though, like I would have said, you're crazy. Why did you do that? And yes, I am. But you got to look at the records that I've seen, the records that I've been keeping of what I've spent on these things. Because I sort of put a rule to my spending and made a record of what I'm spending to get a complete V9. And this almost applies to everything I bought. It's very a few select ones that I messed up on. Like, for example, the Thai Interceptor that I got. This one, $86 for this one, was really kind of pushing the limit of what I wanted. Anyway, and it wasn't even the right version. Anyway, for most of my stuff that I've gotten in the last month and a half, 95% of them has been in the same situation as the V-19, almost the same. Now, this is the best example where everything's complete, everything's perfect, and I got it for $30. $30 for, I think that's below, way below. To look at V-19, look at it right now. To get a complete one, you would be lucky to get it for $60. Very lucky. I think the usual price range for this one is around 60 to 75. Let me double check on that right now. Okay, I see one now loose, complete, for $86. I see one now in box for $96. Another in box for $94. Another complete one. Oh, this one's a good one, $45. Oh no, it's not a complete one. It's missing the back exhaust. Again, man, that back exhaust is a killer. But I probably would have jumped on that. $45 with the best offer. Another one for $48, incomplete. The missiles are missing. Yeah, and then a complete one in box for $96. Most of the time it's missing a missile, and not knowing the thrusters were missing as well. Another complete one for $94 in box. Yeah, you would be lucky to find. Here's one, missing thruster 60. Has the two missiles though. See, I didn't even know the thrusters back then. Here's a good one. Buy it now in box for $73. That's the cheapest one I've seen. 13 watchers, guys, buy it. If it's in the box and it's complete, $73. That's not a bad price for it. But I wouldn't have bought it. 73 for something like this. Again, my limit was 30. But this one for a complete one, I would say about $50 to $60. So to see an inbox one for 73, that's not a bad price. Unopened too. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for my haul from eBay for the Star Wars 3.75. I'm really hoping that this particular type of video from me will start to dwindle as I get back into my regular collection videos and stuff like that, because I really do need to slow down on the Star Wars. It's a little bit more uh, arranged, ordered. Um, if you haven't seen my Darth Vader full costume review, you'll see it off to the side, off to the right, a little bit of the collection. Before, if you watch my earlier videos on my 3.75 collection, you would be seeing them on the floor, clogging up the hallway of my collection room. Now it's not even there. Now it's just all a little bit more arranged. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, enjoyed through me buying and spending all this money when you don't have to. Really, guys, you don't have to spend this much money. But it's been a very enjoyable process. I try not to look at how much I've spent until I start paying for it. But what can you do? Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.